Hey everybody, Jim here with another video for you. This is Shocktober 2025, episode 22. But before I begin, at the end of this video, if you like what you see, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a possible subscribe, but most importantly, leave comments below. Let me know how you feel about this series. Let me know how you feel about the films I'm about ready to highlight in today's episode. Now, before I begin, I need to make a quick announcement. Yesterday's video, I said I was going to be heading over to my buddy Gareth's channel on Video Tasties yesterday to do a live show, and unfortunately I had to cancel at the last moment. So I did reach out to Gareth, before the show and apologize, but I want to take this opportunity now to apologize to Gareth. He was very gracious and understood what happened, and a peek behind the curtain. My wife had a small medical issue yesterday, nothing emergency, she's fine. But unfortunately, it kind of screwed up the schedule that I had going with Gareth. So I just wanted to mention that, and I wanted to appreciate Gareth for understanding, and tell everybody that if you could, please go on over to his channel and subscribe. He's a great guy. Okay, let's begin the show. Now, today is Wednesday, October 22nd, as I film this. And today I figured I would go with not so much of a total theme, but movies that have to do where people go into the wild and craziness happens, whether it be, well, you'll see as we go. So we're going to start off with, from 1987, one of my favorite Wes Craven films, The Serpent and the Rainbow. This is my Scream Factory edition. There is the original one-sheet poster art. This stars Bill Pullman, Zach McKay, Paul Winfield, and Kathy Tyson, among others. This is a really good movie. It's based on supposedly on true events, and I'm not going to go into the plot too much other than to say that this is one of Bill Pullman's best performances, and I think this is the most underrated film in Wes Craven's catalog. I really like this movie. The ending is ridiculous. The last 5-10 minutes of this movie, it falls apart, okay? And you could tell that they were kind of scrambling to figure out how to end this story. But up until that point, this is a really effective film. It's a slow burn, but it's not scary as much as it induces dread. And like I said earlier, Bill Pullman's great in this. There's one scene where he's buried alive that is absolute nightmare fuel. So the first selection that we're highlighting today is Wes Craven's The Serpent and the Rainbow. Next, from I'm cheating right now, and my eyes are getting bad. 2013, I'm sorry. The Green Inferno from Eli Roth. There's the original one art. And this one, the connective tissue between that one and Serpent and the Rainbow is, in this case, some kids are missionaries and they go off into the jungle to try to help people, and they come across, or their plane crashes and they come across cannibals. Again, it's not the best movie at all, of all time. It's not Eli Roth's best movie. Peek behind the curtain again. I got this reasonably cheap. That's the main reason why I got it. I don't particularly love this movie, but I do like it. And there's one sequence in particular that I really do enjoy, and people who know me will know why, but two of the characters are stoners, and at one point they decide to get the cannibal stoned, thinking that it will make them fall asleep and they could sneak out, not realizing that all it does is get these guys the munchies, and they're cannibals. What do you think they're going to munch on? So, yeah, that scene I thought was pretty damn funny. Green Inferno, like I said, not for everyone. It's a cannibal movie, so of course it's not for everyone. But I do like it. So the second selection today is The Green Inferno. But I think everybody can agree about this one. This one's great. From 2005, I believe. Let me double check again. Yes, 2005. From director Neil Marshall, The Descent. And I am going to cheat here because I'm not familiar with some of these actresses. I know Shanna McDonald and Mendoza. I don't know. But anyways, doesn't matter. This movie's great. This is the unrated cut. And by unrated, I mean this is the version that everybody in the world got except for America. And it's the good version. The American version, they added an additional scene, and it's just ridiculous. This has got a very depressing ending, and it's great. And yeah, I love The Descent. But this is Neil Marshall's second best movie, in my opinion, because the movie that he made before this is Dog Soldiers. And I'm sorry, I will always have a huge soft spot for Dog Soldiers. But what a 1-2 punch. Dog Soldiers, and follow that up with The Descent. So the third selection today, The Descent. Cannot recommend it enough. Very claustrophobic film. Pretty gnarly film. And again, if you're watching this version, pretty brutal at the end. So watch at your own risk, but it's great. We're going to end it on this one. And this one, as brutal as The Descent is, this one is even gnarlier. And this one is really good. And nobody really talks about this film. From 2008, The Ruins. Directed by Cooper Smith. And starring Jenna Malone, Shawn Ashmore, Joe Anderson, and Laura Ramsey. This is probably the creepiest movie about a killer plant you will ever see. I mean, and I know that sounds goofy when I say this, but again, not to go into too many spoilers, but these 4 kids are on vacation, college spring break type thing, and they're down in Central America, and they come across these old ruins. And they see that there's like a ring of salt around the ruins, but they don't really pay attention to it, and they cross it, and they go check it out. And about that time, when they come out, all of these villagers are freaking out, coming out of the jungle, and if they try to leave, they get killed immediately, and they don't know what the hell's going on. And then strange shit starts happening, and that's as far as I'm going to go. I kind of screwed it up already by saying it's the best movie you'll ever see about a killer plant, but again, you got to see it to know what I'm really talking about. This movie is really intense. It is really well done, and it is graphic, okay? Especially this unrated version. This is the only version I've ever seen. I never saw the theatrical version, and I have no comparison between the two. But this version, the unrated one, is gnarly as hell, man. There's some parts in this that I even kind of turned my head and went, wow. I cannot recommend this movie enough. However, like I said, it's not for the squeamish. It is a little bit silly, but it doesn't matter. It's really effective. So the final movie today is The Ruins. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a possible subscribe, but most importantly, leave those comments below. Let me know how you feel about these movies that I just highlighted. One last thing before I leave, I want to mention that this coming Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time, right here on Jim's Movie Channel, will be the next live episode of Shooting the Shit with Jim, and my very, very special guests will be Meka and Kara from the Double Feature Podcast. It'll be the first time I have more than one guest on my stage, and luckily enough, they're twin sisters, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to leave the links to their channel as well as the links to Gareth's channel in the description below. I cannot stress enough, please, and I implore you, go over to both of their channels and like and subscribe to them as well. I hope everybody's having a great day. We'll catch you on the next one.